Kia ora. Well, finally, it's Friday, and as we head in towards the weekend, for the majority of us, we've got some more settled weather, which I'm sure everyone is looking forward to. A little bit of quieter weather, albeit a little bit colder, it has to be said. We've seen those temperatures really dropping away thanks to that cold air sweeping up and across New Zealand from the south. Clear skies and lighter winds through the night, and bringing the return of some fairly frosty conditions across those inland parts of both islands. As we head through the rest of this afternoon for Friday, you can see a lot of the shower activity stays either side of the country, and we're left with some nice clear skies. A touch more cloud down in the far southern parts, and perhaps a few showers skirting in towards parts of south. But for the majority of us, it's a dry and fairly settled end today on Friday. As we go through the night time as well, we'll keep hold of plenty of that dry air as well. Plenty of clear sky, and again, another fairly chilly night to come. These are our minimum temperatures as we head through towards the early hours of Saturday morning. You can see the return of some pretty cold temperatures, those inland parts of the North Island, even down towards, say, the Kapiti Coast. Could be a rather chilly one down through there as well. 3s and 4s not out of the question. And a cold day down on the South Island as well. Again, just that return of a touch of frost as we head through in towards the early part of Saturday morning. But speaking of Saturday, well, it's actually looking like a pretty settled story. Thanks to the area of high pressure over the Tasman Sea, majority of us stay fine and dry. You can see we've got this next front pushing up towards the far southern parts of our patch towards the end of the day on Saturday. But it's really a fairly late arrival, and for the majority of New Zealand, it's a fine looking day. Plenty of clear sky, just a touch more cloud from time to time. A cold, frosty start for many spots in those inland parts of the North Island, but you can see a lot of the shower activity is either side of the country. We might catch an isolated shower up in towards parts of Northland, or perhaps briefly even in towards the likes of, say, Auckland late in the day, but very much a very isolated affair. The majority of the time, it's set to stay fine, dry and nice clear skies for many of us as we head through Saturday. In terms of our high temperatures, back up to around about 14s and 15s, pretty much the order of the day for the likes of, say, Wellington, up to Whanganui. Up in the far northern parts, 17s and 18s for the likes of Northland and Auckland. But again, another cold night coming up as we head in towards Sunday. Heading across Cook Strait down towards the South Island, again, there's plenty of clear sky. Again, that early morning frost in those inland areas, a cold, chilly start, but plenty of clear sky. I think we'll find some nice spells of sunshine as well. You can see the next area of cloud feeding on towards the far southern parts of our patch, some showers in towards the likes of Fiordland, and by the end of the day, in towards perhaps the southland coast as well. But for much of the time, Saturday looks to be a dry story. You can see how far that rain gets, though, as we head through the night time, and as we go through towards Sunday, that's going to carry on moving northwards. Not a greatly warm day for Saturday, but with plenty of sunshine around. Hopefully that will take the edge off of those temperatures. Highs back up to around about 14 degrees Celsius there for Christchurch, and lows back to around 3 or so as we head through towards Sunday morning. As we go through in towards Sunday, we will find this front continues to move north. So it's bringing some showers on towards that western coast, and a few showers creeping in towards, like I say, Southland and Otago as we head through the daytime. For the afternoon, we'll find a touch more cloud towards Taranaki and that western side of the North Island, and a few showers creeping up there as well. And by the end of the day, we'll find that front just knocking on the door of Wellington with a few very late showers for Sunday as well. But head up towards, say, Northland, Auckland, and even on towards, say, the Bear Plenty and that eastern side of the North Island. Things should be dry for you for the daytime, and other than a few isolated showers, not too bad. Might just be a touch more cloud pushing around in towards, say, the likes of Christchurch as we go in towards the afternoon on Sunday. But I think really the weekend is looking at much more settled than we've seen over the last few days, with Saturday being a particularly decent day. A touch more cloud and a few showers in store for Sunday, but really not a bad weekend at all. That's it from me. Kia pai te roa.